A car crash can be traumatic when it happens, but we understand that it can be just as worrying getting your car fixed afterwards.
What happens if your car is badly repaired after an accident? How safe will it be? Well, the answer to that one is tricky because there's not a lot of data on crash testing of badly repaired cars, until now that is. Thatcham, the people who research stuff for the car insurance industry, have taken this car and they've put a door pillar in badly. Grafted a new section of metal in here, when actually what needs to be done is a whole new panel. That's the way the manufacturer or a proper body shop would do it. The welding here isn't very good. It's grafted in here and down at the bottom. So, the question is, what happens if you're hit at 30 miles an hour by another car on that section? How safe will you be? There is only one way to find out.
Just look at the difference in these crash tests of a car that has been properly repaired and one that hasn't. The test sled ploughs deeply into the poorly repaired car as the poor welds are ripped apart, where the panels have been cut through at the wrong place to insert a replacement panel. Measurements on the dummies showed that the driver of the poorly repaired car was at risk of suffering twice the amount of serious injury, whereas the properly repaired car shows a safety performance which is as good as its original Euro NCAP test and star rating.
How surprised are you?
I'm shocked.
So am I.
We always thought this could happen, but when you see the harsh reality of this, it's quite frightening.
And it's gone exactly where the poor welds and the poor repairers.
Yeah, absolutely right. It's pulled away from the sill. It's split where we shouldn't have sectioned the B post. We've seen a lot more intrusion, and therefore we've seen a lot more stresses applied to the dummy.
So what would you say to a consumer who is about to get their car repaired because they've had an accident?
There's some key things here. Clearly the repair method employed on this vehicle was incorrect. So they must follow proper research repair methods, either from Thatcham or from the vehicle manufacturer. We must also make sure the technicians that are working on these vehicles are properly qualified and competent. There's not a one-size-fits-all repair anymore, and to avoid this sort of damage we've got to look properly for standards, and standards are very much the BSI kite mark.
Here, we understand your worries about safety, which is why we've adopted the Thatcham BSI Vehicle Body Repair Kite Mark. The kite mark is your assurance that your car will be properly repaired. It's the kite mark that offers you reassurance on the quality and safety of many of the products and services you use regularly at home and at work. Our promise to you under the kite mark is that all our relevant staff will be trained to the Automotive Technician Accreditation Standard, regulated by the Institute of the Motor Industry. The right method will be used for the repair, as laid down by Thatcham or the car's manufacturer. The right equipment will be used, which is capable of handling the materials used in the manufacture of current vehicles. And finally, we will use the right materials for the job. No substitutes. And this is no idle promise. As part of our commitment under the kite mark, we are subject to BSI auditors visiting our company at any time, without warning, to check that we're performing to these and the other demanding criteria laid down in the publicly available specification PAS 125. The result is a repair that you can trust to keep you and those you care about safe, now and in the future. Thank you for entrusting your car to us, your local Kite Mark Body Shop.